There you go.
Yo, what's up? This is the Walletcast. I'm here with a few of my friends. Yeah, that's the name. It's a good name. I didn't come up with it. Actually, yes, I did. I didn't steal it from anywhere. Anyway, we're here today to talk about sort of some of the gaming news because we're all gamers. Um, I'm here with my friend Mason, my
Hello.
friend Dalton,
Hey.
and my acquaintance Patrick.
Oh yeah, hi.
So yeah. Oh wait. First, I want to say, have you guys seen this thing? It's a script that'll just play Subway Surfers for a year straight.
No.
No, yeah, no
is
idea.
Subway Surfer is the one where it's like 3 lanes and then you like jump on the
Yes.
trains and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like
Yeah.
Temple Run. So essentially, what a guy did is he made a script that will just play Subway Surfers on a stream for a year straight.
Has it started?
Yeah, it started. I was watching it earlier today.
What does it do
What
when it
the-
gets to a year?
Nobody knows. It's obviously gonna shatter the world record.
I feel like it'll lose, or it'll just self-suicide.
It's probably going
Or
to
quit.
get to a point where it just the score maxes out, and then it's just kind of in like a loop.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I mean, I think it's randomly generated, probably.
Yeah, I thought that's how.
Doesn't
Yeah,
the
I don't
game
know how the
play
script
faster
works.
though? Like more shit pops up as it goes through. I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
I
see
I
if
don't
it
know how the
works.
script works, but I'm assuming that it can't die.
Holy shit, that was a freaking throwback, Jack.
Subway
I came out
Surfers.
of left field too.
Yeah, well, all right. Let's talk about the Sony Direct. I know Mason, you had a few things you wanted to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, the Sony did one recently, which was their second one. The first one was mostly like virtual PSVR focused. There were a few games in there that were a bit surprising. There was the Iron Man VR game, which I'm a sucker for Iron Man, so I'm like really excited for that. They also showed off this Five Nights at Freddy's VR game, which I think came out a few days ago or today. I'm not
Yes,
sure.
FNAF, let's go.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like a combination of like all the different games. It's weird. I'll pass. But yeah, the more recent one, they showed off a few games. One of them was like this Predator game. It reminded me of like the Friday the 13th game that came out that is still kind of played. I know they had like a lawsuit issue, so they can't make new content anymore, but
They had a lawsuit issue?
Yeah, they
yeah,
did.
so this old guy who worked on like the first film, there's lawsuits been going on for years. He was all pissed off about creative payments and stuff, like how you get paid for like an idea or something you create. He was mad that he wasn't getting enough compensation for it, and in turn with the lawsuit, that meant that any like Friday the 13th related content couldn't be produced. That's why you haven't seen a Friday the 13th movie since, I want to say the last one was 2009. That's why the game obviously couldn't stop. They had to stop making new content because if they did, it would, lawsuit everything because it's like illegal. But apparently recently there's been stuff like they may be able to start making content for the game again, which would be good. I mean, it's a fun game. When I played it, it was weird because when I first played it, it was like really popular and like people would talk in game chat, and then slowly like nobody talked in game chat, and the game became like dead. I mean, there's still people that play it. It's just private lobbies though. Like a dedicated group of friends like to play it with. But it is a fun game. But yeah, the Predator one is ironically made by or produced by the same company. So we'll see how that goes. I doubt they'll
And
have any
it's VR?
lawsuits with that. No, it's like a normal like
Oh, it
video
is?
game. Like
These
yeah.
are the normal games now.
Yeah. Sorry if I didn't make that clear.
Five
But,
Nights at
what's
Freddy's
the-
VR.
Yeah.
What's that lemur game that they showed off?
Oh yeah. It has a weird name.
there
It's
was-
like, is it like toxin? It's like something to do with.
It's weird. It's I forget. I can look up the roster of the
I
games
think it's like
that they showed
it
off.
might be bio
it was really
something.
Because
It
that
might
one
be
looked
on
really
s-
cool.
It did look really, really cool.
And I
I know
don't know
they-
Play
why.
as a lemur.
You
Yeah,
play as
it's like a flying lemur thing.
and you
I'd-
basically like have to avoid getting hunted by animals and stuff. It's like
Yeah, I know-
post-apocalyptic.
Wait, was
too.
it called Prey?
No, Prey's a different
No.
game.
No, praise a Bethesda game.
It's pretty good. FPS.
Zobu Mafu.
It's me, and
Leaping Lemurs?
I
don't think
no.
that's it.
I looked up Lemur Sony Direct game.
I'm just hyped for the Final Fantasy VII remake finally getting
I-
some sort of.
actually happening.
It was really funny because I saw in my recommended video feed on YouTube they had the original trailer that they showed off. I think
Yeah.
what was it 2014, 2015 at E3, and then people. I think it was funny too because people were saying in the comment section like, "Oh, they might show off a new one," and surely enough they did. But yeah. I mean, I've never played Final Fantasy before. I mean, I've heard this game's like so yeah. Let's see. Trying to pull up their video feed to see what other ones. Yeah, that Lemur game or whatever was weird. It's like open world apparently.
It looks really
Cool.
impressive.
I think
mean-
it was called Atlas. I don't remember.
No, Atlas is
I
that
know.
horrible Sea of Thieves, World of Warcraft.
Oh
Hybrid
wait, no,
game.
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Which I was very excited for until I learned that, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, no, you're right. I remember.
Server
That actually
issues.
looked interesting at first. Yeah. They in a side note though, DayZ is on PS4 now. After years of in development, it's
DayZ.
finally out.
Well, not the
for
mod, but like the
$50.
actual DayZ game.
Yeah, actual DayZ on PlayStation 4 for $50, which is nonsense. That game should not be $50.
Yeah, it
I
should
think it should
not.
be 20.
I used to play the mod. The mod is better too.
Oh, that's what it was called. It was called Away. Was the Lemur game?
The Lemur game.
It's called Away.
I was thinking it
Yeah,
was like Bio something like Biotox. Like for some reason, I don't know why.
yeah. They showed off Medieval as well.
I'm
which-
excited to see more of the Away.
Yeah, definitely.
There was like that weird game that one of the Assassin's Creed game directors is working on. It's like I just was reading about it. It was some it's like an evolutionary game with like pre-humans and stuff.
I think it's called Prehuman.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's weird. I don't
It
don't
is
know.
weird. I don't know. I remember we watched it when we were watching the Game Awards. That's when I first saw it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's see.
There's
yeah. Oh, you can go.
there's you guys know FromSoft, guys who did like Dark Souls stuff. Jason, did you play Dark Souls?
I've played a little bit of 3, and I have Bloodborne on my PS4, but I've never played it. I got it for free when I had it.
So FromSoft is doing a collab with George R.R. Martin. I guess you guys don't care about this, but the guy who did
Game of Thrones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched Game of Thrones. Yeah.
So they're collaborating and making a game called Great Ruin, and I'm like dummy hype because for finally a video game's gonna have actual good writing. So
Finally,
I'm ready.
Obviously, you've never played Nier Automata.
I have, and I got bored.
You got bored.
Hmm.
Oh,
I never get bored looking at 2B.
Huh. That's
That's
pretty.
fair.
Oh.
I was playing on a shitty computer when I played Nier Automata. I probably should give it another shot.
The PC port is spotty anyway, so yeah. They fixed some of the issues, and then they released the Game of the Yorha edition, and then there was more issues on PC. So if you have a
Yeah,
PS4,
yikes.
just I'd cop it for PS4.
I already have a PC, so I'm just gonna play it on that.
Yeah,
It's just long as hell, dude.
it isn't though. Like actually, compared to a lot of JRPGs, it's fairly tame with its length.
And at least the combat's fun.
Yeah, the combat's fun. It's fun to just like run around. It's got good art direction, and the story's
Yeah.
great. The story's fantastic.
Yeah, true that. True that.
I will say this: like the whole Death Stranding stuff recently was pretty interesting. The
Yeah.
whole like trailer and everything.
We finally got to see Death Stranding, Kojima Unleashed.
yeah. And it's actually coming out this year.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the trailer. What did it like say? Pretty much.
It was
like,
not
what-
even a trailer. It was just
It's-
8 minutes of like.
It was
It's so
gameplay,
confusing as ever.
cutscene. He did reveal in like a short passage. I think he published it on Twitter, or posted on Twitter. I mean, he was talking about how the game is like online apparently, and that the whole game is about like connecting different like settlements and stuff. It's like really interesting.
It's
So-
like
but,
apparently about bringing back together America
Yeah, it's
after
like
some sort of huge catastrophe.
And there's babies.
yeah.
You carry
So it's
babies.
basically like Spore.
It's babies that can sense like in otherwise invisible creature.
Yeah, it's really weird but fascinating.
Yeah,
I'm ready
the
for it.
shades from Near Replicant or Near Gestalt. There's literally just shades. Like,
I mean, did you guys play the Metal Gear games?
I played the only Metal Gear game I ever played was Phantom Pain, and I love the pretty much every bit that Kojima worked on until that he was fired, and then it just really was a weird ending. It was very sudden. Like I remember, I was playing it like 6 a.m, and because I wanted to just beat the game and just finish it once and for all, and I thought I was doing a side mission, but it was actually the main quest line, and I just finished it. I'm like, wait, what? Like it just surprised me. It took me out of left field. Like it was so weird. It was an interesting mission. It was just a wall of like fire and madness and everything. But yeah, I'm interested to see like how this game's going to turn out. It seems to be, like I said earlier, it's like an online game of sorts. I don't know. It didn't really show off any online components, so it'll be interesting to see how that all.
the
works out.
trailer. This is the first time ever that a trailer has been released and we know less information about the game.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And it's an 8-minute trailer too. It
Yeah.
shows pure gameplay and cutscenes.
It's
and
like
I
a movie
have
trailer.
no idea what it
It's
is.
Kojima's weird. Like even like I noticed this in Phantom Pain, the way he structures games is like a movie experience. Like every beginning of every level for Metal Gear always has like a list of people who worked on that level, and his name is plastered everywhere because obviously he created it and wrote it.
Well,
and all
Kojima
that,
wanted
but-
to go into the movie industry.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I was gonna say the collector's edition for Death Stranding though, it is nuts. I think it's $120. It gives you I want to say a decent amount of stuff, but it's just like really weird in terms of like collector's editions.
Yeah, I've never really been into collector's editions, but
Yeah,
I got a few Zelda collector's editions. It wasn't worth it, really.
Yeah, I got a few in my room. I got one for Spider-Man PS4 I'm really satisfied with.
Did you get
I
a
got one
statue?
for Overwatch. Yeah, the Spider-Man statue's pretty cool.
yeah.
There's the Overwatch one was pretty cool. It's just like it reminds me of like a Grammy, but it has like Soldier 76. It's like really,
Yeah, that's really
interesting. But for this collector's edition, they give you the baby from the game, but it's like in the tube, which is really weird and nasty. They give you a case, obviously, to put it, a keychain. Mostly it's all digital stuff, but obviously a steel. But yeah, the baby thing is like really, really weird.
The
And,
baby
like,
thing is the
don't-
standout weird object.
It's not that weird though. Like they could have done something way weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They actually
There's a
could
picture.
have.
Holy crap! It's actually really big too. Like in the pictures they've shown it off, it looks tiny, but there's actually a picture of Kojima holding it, and it's pretty large. Like it's two.
Wow.
Again, what are
Um,
like the Dementors in the trailer? Like they look like the
I don't-
shades
yeah.
from Near.
Yeah. It's really weird. It's funny though because the deluxe edition's giving you sunglasses, like
Oh,
a pair of themed sunglasses, which I find hysterical. They're kind of themed. I think they're kind of like the one. Yeah, I think they are kind of like the ones in the trailer that was shown off. But yeah, I'm interested in the digital stuff, so I'll probably
Yeah.
get the sunglasses.
I'm not
Fun.
gonna get the game because I don't have a system to play it, but I'm definitely interested to see what turns out of it.
No switch port. You're not thinking of switch port.
Yeah.
I don't.
Obviously, no.
It's gonna. I don't even. Oh my god.
If it's not on Switch, I can't buy it.
I can't.
I mean,
it's
I'm sure it will
impossible.
be circulating around TCNJ, like in
See,
the
Patrick,
lab or whatnot.
Here's what you need to do.
That should be just play all
Oh my
night.
god, the baby actually glows too.
We'd have to play that
in
for
the
multiple
collector's edition.
nights.
Yeah, I know, but I'd be down to watch that. That's a game that I would actually want to sit down and
Yeah.
watch someone.
Does it? Okay, like I'm confused. Is it a multiplayer game? I'm assuming it's not.
They're saying it's online.
It's
They're saying
online,
it's
but I'm
online
assuming it's.
and it will
Wait,
last
but is it
several
is
years.
it like the kind of online that like
No Man's
well,
did?
No Man's Sky was in the beginning?
I hope not, because that sucked.
Or is it like Dark
originally.
Souls where it's online, but like people can just like
That would-
invade your server, sort of?
I mean, you can have.
I'm
oh,
guessing something like that.
I'm curious how big this map is.
I don't know, because at the same time, part of me feels like it could be a community-based game because it's kind of about like some of the themes are like rebuilding society. So it's
Yeah,
That's
but
what
also-
Kojima was mentioning in his post, was saying like how it's all about like coming together and rebuilding everything. So
Yeah, but
and
also
that's the
there-
big thing he said too, is this game is
Right
going to last for
now.
several years. So for all we know, this game is going to just constantly evolve as time goes on. You know, people playing it and everything
Well,
changes
when
the
are they
world.
gonna release PS5? Like, is it gonna last until PS5 releases?
PS5.
The biggest rumor is that this game is going to be a bridge title, and it will actually be on both PS4 and PS5.
Oh fuck that!
Apparently?
I actually hate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice and bad. It's bad because it's not going to be like specifically optimized for like the next generation, but at the same time, it's like we're getting our hands on it now. That's
I-
kind of the same case with. I'm trying to think what other game.
I don't
It's-
want to
it's
buy
kind
a
of the same.
PS5.
Breath of the Wild came out. Wii U and
Yeah,
Switch.
Breath of the Wild kind of fits that too because it was on like the Wii U.
Same with Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
But everything came out on the Wii U and then the Switch.
That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
it was awful. That's why it makes me so mad.
They're
That's
They're
why we're
like
getting
the
Mario
same
Maker
price.
2.
At Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
all right.
It's not
That
even like
game
PS5
should not have been $60, considering it was $50 when it first launched on Wii U.
Yo, if this new Zelda, like indie game Zelda thing is $60, I'm gonna be mad.
It's not going.
First of all,
It
why is
can't
it?
be.
How is it an
I'm not
indie
paying
game,
more
but
than
it's a Zelda game?
25 is
because
generous.
Nintendo licensed an indie company to use the Zelda characters.
Sorry about that.
Which
Oh,
is kind of big.
It is
Yeah.
pretty damn big.
Like
That's a lot of
for
trust.
Nintendo. That's like kind of a big deal.
Yeah, because and they didn't show it off in like any like big Nintendo Direct. They showed it off in an indie showcase.
Do you
Yeah,
think-
it's
Do you think they don't want to brag about it in case it flops though?
Crypt of the Necroman.
I don't
Crypt,
think it's gonna
Crypt
flop.
of the Necro Dancer. Is that it? Or
Yeah.
was that a typo?
No,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
it
it.
is.
Crypt
It's
of
like
the Necro Dancer.
but it's called something else. It's like something Cadence of
Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah, Cadence of
Yeah.
Hyrule
Yeah, that's
is
what
the
it's called.
Zelda game, but I think it uses the engine from Crypt of
Of
the
Crypt
Necro
of the
Dancer.
Necrodancer.
It's basically. I feel like it's basically the same game.
Oh! I dropped the controller. My bad.
Nice.
That was awful. Just let's.
I thought that
Yeah,
might have been your
now
whole
that-
computer.
No, I'm just being stupid.
Now that we're talking about Nintendo, let's get into Nintendo's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
E3?
For me, it cut out. and I
Yeah, it
thought-
just cut out. You were just like, let's get into Nintendo's.
Let's get
Dig
into
into
Nintendo's
Nintendo's.
E3.
Yeah, E3's coming
Ah.
up, so Nintendo's probably
So-
gonna show some stuff off. So Patrick, you wanna?
Well,
if
yeah.
I don't
So
get 3 Smash
basically-
reveals.
Nintendo's like going out throughout the month though, because starting next week, actually, like the Pokemon Direct, that's kicking things off on the 5th. So it would be interesting to actually see more about this game, considering we know almost nothing about it. We don't know any Pokemon or the legendaries.
Yeah, all we do know is that Pokemon Sleep is a thing.
Oh my god,
What is it? Sleep,
that's creepy.
sleep,
Pokemon's-
home.
Your Pokemon can now
And-
watch you while you sleep.
It tracks
remember
your
we were
REM
joking-
cycle.
Yeah, we were joking about it's like
does.
what's next? Pokemon eat, Pokemon like,
Breathe.
kill.
Drink.
REM
Yeah, like it
cycle. That
just
reminds me of
spiraled out of
somebody.
control. It's a kind of interesting thing now because if this game is getting its own direct, I doubt we'll see it at the E3 direct.
Oh yeah, Pokemon.
Which then means what
Pokemon
are they
always does
filling
their own
with
thing.
that time slot at that point.
All right, so what
So-
starter are we going with right now? Because I'm going with Score Bunny.
Oh, I'm going with Sobble.
I'm with the blue one.
Yeah, Sobble.
I'm gonna have to go with Score Bunny, I think.
Score Bunny
Just
looks
looks
appealing.
so dope.
2 and
Yeah.
2.
Yeah,
Poor Grookey. I mean, Grookey's pretty popular
Yeah.
though.
Grookey's just a meme at this point.
Anyway,
Grookey
Patrick,
gang.
I cut you off. You were saying something.
Nah, I was gonna say like after the well, because Mason was going on like what they're gonna do for the main show. Nintendo's hosting like 3 different tournaments before E3 though on like the 8th. They're
Hmm.
doing Smash Ultimate, Splatoon, and Mario Maker.
All of those could have reveals during them, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, for like at least in the case for Smash, haven't they always like announced at least one character at the end of a big tournament like that?
No,
Alright.
they actually never have. Everybody always thinks they're going to, but then they never do. I think that's something they want to save for their main presentation.
So can I
Now
ask,
Oh, okay.
is there anything left to be revealed about Mario Maker? You think?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a new style.
A new
like
style,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and Patrick talked about it. It was going to be Mario Maker or Super Mario 2.
Super
It's
Mario
probably
2.
gonna be Super Mario Bros. 2 because a lot of people have been saying that it's gonna be like Mario Galaxy or Mario 64, which would be amazing.
Yes.
But the thing is, people had got hands on with the game recently, like press, and they saw all the sound effects, and in there are sound effects for music from Super Mario Kart, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy
Whoa.
that you can put into any level you want at any time.
This game
So
is gonna
that's-
be insane.
So I'm assuming that means those games are not going to be styles to use.
See, I was pitching the concept if they made a third, like a Super Mario Maker 3, they could really push the 3D aspect. And they could do like Mario 64, Galaxy, Odyssey.
Dude, I'm still
Like
waiting for my
Sunshine.
Zelda Maker.
Yeah, people think Odyssey might be the style, which would be insane.
But see, that's the thing. Like, if it's Odyssey as a style, then why couldn't they do 64?
Yeah, I kind of feel like they would
Every
do
other one.
64 before Odyssey.
Yeah, but 64 like isn't that marketable because if you're doing a 64 2D platformer, that
Or at
shit's
least Galaxy.
ugly.
At least Galaxy.
Yeah, you're
think.
kind of right. It's
Galaxy-
gonna be
Galaxy's
ugly.
Galaxy would be awesome.
Especially
or
since
so-
a lot
like
of
I said,
kids. I
you
feel
can-
like we overestimate the amount of like people who actually care about Super Mario 64, like being
Yeah.
in Mario Maker. Like, kids are not gonna are gonna be confused why like there's this weird polygonal Mario in.
Yeah, like-
definitely.
They can get the old school just 2D Mario, like, you know what I mean? Because that's like, everyone knows
Why
that.
does it skip from Mario
Yeah.
3 all the way to 64? Where's 4
Yeah.
through 63?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think Galaxy would be awesome because Galaxy 2 had all those 2D platforming sections,
Yeah.
but you can literally put Gusty Garden Galaxy music into any.
I think
But it's the
definitely gonna
same
be
point
2.
Jack had. Like, kids don't care about Galaxy.
I don't know.
I mean, Galaxy
It's-
looks
wasn't
nicer.
that
It's
too
nicer
long.
looking.
And
than
Galaxy like
64.
could be easily up-res to HD.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm hoping for is they do like a combo, like a remat or like a port combo, both of them.
The reason I feel
I
like
would
it's
lose my mind because it's weird because I played both those games, but I don't think I've ever actually finished them.
I've
I had to
100%ed both games.
Yeah.
I
which is
100%
weird.
at 2, not 1. I liked 2 a little bit better.
Yeah, that was my thing too. Is I like 2 a lot.
I actually think that 1 is the better game. It's just that 2 is more platformy.
It was.
And
And
I
that
like
was
the I like the hub world being like tiny.
The Mario.
yeah.
I liked how like the whole concept of the different mushrooms for 2 was really nice.
Yeah.
Because
I
I,
always
as a
felt
kid,
like they
I
were
always like
underutilized.
that. You know.
Yeah, and the hub world for 1, it was big, but it was very empty.
Yeah. There's a lot of like levels to it and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, like some of the power-ups in the Galaxy, and we're getting off topic here, but like some of the mushrooms in the Galaxy games, I always felt like they were just too gimmicky. I like the cloud
It-
one.
Spring.
The cloud one's cool.
Spring, where
I
it's
hated
just
the spring
basic Mario,
mushroom.
but with spring.
The
Instead
one where
of
you turn
legs.
into a boulder.
That
Oh
was
yeah, I
funny.
remember that.
And
But
they
I
had
think
they had the flower in the first Galaxy that made you fly, but then there wasn't any
Oh.
levels.
it was a star, the red star.
Yeah, what? There wasn't any levels though. It was just
It was only in one level.
it was in the hub world. Well, it wasn't a level.
It was in the hub world, and then like you go back to the starting area of the game and use it to collect purple coins.
No, I didn't know that.
You would know that. Like, you would know that, and every single detail of that as well.
I know, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if you knew where the purple coins were.
Well, they're easy. They just literally put them above the level, so you have to fly to get them.
All right.
See, he knows.
So, a review of the Mario Galaxy games aside, we definitely think that there's more to reveal about Mario Maker.
too.
And you think that's gonna be at E3?
Well, I think they're gonna tie in they're gonna show one final trailer for Mario Maker 2, be like, this game's coming out, and it's like, hey, remember, you can make 3D world levels. Why not get ready for it? Because we're porting 3D world to the Switch. What?
Mm.
Yes, please. I would buy that. Actually, would I?
I think
I probably wouldn't. I've already played the game.
I wouldn't buy it, but it would be cool because it's a good game. play
Yeah,
it.
and
Jokes on-
I want more people to play that game because I feel like that game gets so much hate and it's not warranted.
I know, and now that Odyssey actually exists, it's not getting as much hate as it did original.
I was gonna say, jokes on everyone. It's just Odyssey 2.
Could you imagine
Odyssey
if they reveal
is
Odyssey
the best
2?
Mario game they've ever made, and I stand by that. I love Odyssey.
I don't know. I mean, the whole Metroid Prime stuff. That
Oh,
because they had to cancel it. Well, they didn't cancel it. They
they
restarted. it pretty
restarted
much.
development. We're not seeing anything on
There-
that.
Yeah,
all
that
rumors,
whole development thing just has bad juju.
There are rumors though, and there's been leaks on Best Buy, if I'm not mistaken,
Of the
that have
Metroid Prime
said
trilogy.
of a Metroid Prime trilogy being released for Switch. And I would not be surprised if they were like, since we are really caring about Metroid Prime 4, to keep you busy while we work, here's this that we've been working on and just making beautiful. And here, it's
Yeah, I can
out
see that.
tomorrow, or some crazy thing, because Nintendo does that.
Yeah,
They love revealing things.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the Metroid 2 remake on the 3DS.
I've never played any Metroid games, so I've no
Well,
clue.
I
I
just feel like
wouldn't buy
Metroid is
the.
the kind of game. It's like similar to Sonic. Metroid is the kind of series that really, really needs a good game. Like
Yeah.
a good game. Like the Metroid Prime 2, the Metroid 2 remake was serviceable, but it wasn't amazing.
Mhm.
I feel like if not for Smash Bros, thank God for Smash Bros, people would forget Metroid exists.
Oh my, people
Yeah.
would forget Metroid exists. People would forget Star Fox exists. People would forget F-Zero, Earthbound. All those games. Would
I was
just
gonna
be
say
That's
Earthbound
because
is
that's because
especially-
F-Zero and Earthbound kind of don't exist anymore, except
They
in
don't.
Smash.
It's true.
Were any of the Metroid Prime games ever open world? I know they were 3D.
I don't
but I
think
didn't-
so. No, I think
Doesn't
Other
matter.
They're
They
was.
kind of
was
open
open.
world, like so. They're
Like,
open world the same way that a game like BioShock is open world.
Yeah, okay.
Like you don't go into but they're not really like
Oh,
they're
man.
exploration based, but they're not like really open world.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know they're releasing Doom Eternal on Switch. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get it for Switch. I'm probably gonna get it for PlayStation. But
That's
oh my god,
crazy.
that game! Oh my god, I cannot wait because I
Doom
love
Eternal, yeah.
Doom 2016 was just so much fun.
We need to play that. We
playing
need to
that.
sit down. And we need to play through Doom 2016.
I will gladly play through
I've
that
been
again.
playing through it on Switch, and it runs really well on Switch.
I don't know
runs
if you
well on
guys.
Switch.
Surprising.
Yeah, that is surprising.
We need to do a
Pretty
run of
cool.
Wolfenstein, like New Order.
I have
Oh
New
my
Order,
God.
so yeah, I could definitely run through that with you guys. That'd be so much
I
fun.
would love to. New Order is out of like, because I've played New Colossus, and I've enjoyed that. But I feel like
I did
New-
not play New Colossus.
New Colossus is really good.
I want to play it.
I'm like I said, I'm mostly PlayStation, but like New Colossus is just so much fun. I played even I don't know if you ever played The Old Blood. It's like a prequel to New Order. Not that bad either. It's a little weird though.
Oh, I played
And
Old
the
Blood.
final-
Old Blood was oh, I like the
It's a
aesthetic
weird
of Old
game.
Blood, but yeah, it was a weird game.
Yeah, that final boss fight just baffles me. I remember playing it and I just screaming for hours because I just could not beat that thing. It was just so awful. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll switch gears here. You wanted to talk about Microsoft E3, like what are
Yeah.
we thinking they're gonna do?
Gears 5. I mean, it's interesting for Microsoft. I saw Phil Spencer tweeted out recently that there's going to be 13 or 14 first party games they're releasing. So,
Damn.
there's that. That'll be
Banjo 3E.
yeah.
Banjo.
maybe a
did
new
you say
Sea of Thieves
Banjo
announcement.
3?
Yeah,
Maybe. It really isn't like impossible.
it's not. And could you imagine? All right. So Nintendo's press conference happens, no Smash reveal, but then at Microsoft they reveal Banjo and Smash
And
as
then,
a tie-in.
and then Sakurai materializes on stage,
Yeah.
and he's just like, Banjo will be in Smash. And then you just hear one person cheering, and the camera pans, and it's Patrick. And everybody else is
snuck into
confused
the
because they're
Microsoft
like,
conference.
who is Banjo Kazooie?
And then Banjo 3 will be released because Xbox and Nintendo are for some reason very close right now.
Yeah.
What if it was-
Xbox
What if it was
Live
just
on
a
Switch?
swerve? What if it was just a swerve and it was just Conquer instead of Banjo?
I'd be okay with Conquer too.
I'd be okay with Conquer, but it would just be so weird. It would be like,
it just doesn't work.
I mean, Bayonetta's there, so at this point, it's like,
Throw him in there. I'm curious what's gonna happen. I'm betting 2 announcements for
Yeah.
Smash.
so. I don't
Both
know.
Microsoft reps.
Who is the Microsoft rep in Smash? Who do we think?
It's hard to say, honestly.
It's gotta be
I
Banjo,
think it's
dude.
gotta be Banjo. Honestly, I don't want it to be Steve. I don't.
Steve from Minecraft.
Because Steve has such a dumb character design.
No, it won't be Steve. And like Banjo's probably the most iconic. Like
Mhm.
Conker's not really
Well,
that. Like
I'd say Master Chief is honestly probably more iconic than Banjo at this
yeah,
point.
you're right. Yeah, you're right. But like,
And guns
would
are
they
on
add
Smash
Master Chief?
now.
I mean, they might.
I think he might be too similar to like Snake, you know?
Master Chief?
You say that, but then you have Roy, and you have Ike. I feel
But
like
yeah, but they're
Master
all
Chief
from
is
the same.
as similar to Snake as a Fire Emblem character is to Link.
Yeah, but we're talking about them throwing in Erdrick, though. Like, I feel like Erdrick's gonna be kind of in the same boat.
There's definitely gonna be a
as-
Dragon Quest character.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like
Makes me
Erdrick
sad.
would fit. He would fit in the
Yeah, I don't
same
care about
role
Dragon
as names are slipping my mind. Who's the one from Xenoblade?
Rex.
What's
No,
his
not
name?
Rex. That's from Xenoblade
Yeah.
2.
No,
Yeah.
the one that's in Smash you can play.
Oh,
as.
Shulk.
Thank
Shulk.
you, Shulk. Yeah,
I
feel
would like
he'll fit,
Rex in Smash, but
I feel like he'll fit Shulk's role, where like he's a sword fighter, but he's like not like a Fire Emblem type sword
I
fighter.
couldn't
So
tell
he's
you.
like different.
I've never
So-
played a Dragon Quest game.
So since we think Dragon Quest character for Smash is like definitely gonna happen, I think because since E3 is so big, they'll announce 2 characters. Like at the beginning of the direct, they'll announce the Dragon Quest character and be like he's gonna be out like in a couple days or whatever. And then at the end, they show off the Microsoft rep and be like, come in later on.
So who do we think could possibly fit that role? Because I doubt they'll do 2, so it's got to be at least one of them. Or yeah, at least one of them.
I think Nintendo knows what's up and they would go with Banjo.
Yeah. Although, like, it is who is choosing the characters? It's not
Sakurai said
Sakurai-
Nintendo gave him a list of the DLC characters they would want that he could put in the game, and he chose from that list.
Wait, so are we getting a Fire Emblem rep?
We
We
don't know.
should, in theory, we should, but I don't think we are.
Also, it's very weird because all the characters we've been discussing are not Nintendo. Like, are all the DLC characters just going to be third party?
It's possible.
Everyone keeps talking about the ninja from Ninja Gaiden constantly for like a retro rep, and I'm like, why? Like when
That's
was the
not
last?
happening in the
He-
fight.
he's
Like
in-
when
he's
was
in
the
Dead or
last time you
Alive.
heard about a Ninja Gaiden game? In genuine honesty,
I mean, you say that, but there's these characters in Smash who haven't had a game in a while. Like if Banjo came to Smash, I mean, he hasn't been relevant.
yeah, that's valid.
Since the N64.
But see, I think they would tie that in with a new Banjo game.
I feel like it could be Steve because there's more you could do with him.
I mean,
Like
who-
you could do like a Banjo skin, you could do a Master Chief skin.
I don't want Steve.
That would be very weird.
It's
Having
like
a
does Sakurai
Steve-
want to make Steve?
The
Yeah,
the person who designed Steve, the character designer from Minecraft, literally said in response to Steve like being a Smash prediction, she said, "Yeah, I don't know why they would want Steve in Smash Bros. Because his character design is really stupid."
All right, hold up. So,
I mean, he gave a potted plant that shoots fire moveset.
That's a good character though.
yeah,
Yes,
Piranha Plant has a
but
good
no
design.
one
character.
expected him.
but
That's
yeah,
the
but everybody's expecting Steve.
that is.
And
also-
Steve is not a good character.
No,
I mean,
and
I
he
can.
would just be so out of place. Like they did such a good job in Ultimate of making all the characters feel like they belong in the same game together. If Steve came in there, there's no way you can make him feel like he belongs.
They rounded Steve. He's not blocky. He's rounded. So he's got like a normal head and arm and everything. Look at that.
Roblox Steve.
Oh no!
Except Joker's model, I still think is a little off. And just his proportions, like how he's like the same height as Mario, but he's like a twig.
Yeah, that is true. He's very thin. So there's that. I don't know. I would not be surprised if they announced 2 characters at E3
Yeah,
this
I
year.
wouldn't either.
It's not. I'm not doubting that. But I've heard crazy ones like Doom Guy and Scorpion, and I'm like, what? I mean, they both have games on the Switch now.
Kilgore
So-
from Killer Instinct.
No, that's the wrong rare rep.
A pirate from Sea of Thieves.
No. You
Alright, let's
need the
stop talking
bear
about
and the
Smash.
Yeah,
This isn't a Smash podcast.
Smash should just have his own podcast, Smash Bros. Yeah. So there is one final like big E3 thing I wanted to talk about, which was the Avengers thing, the Square Enix Avengers game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, Avengers are cool, and I would like a good Avengers video game.
I'm interested in the Ultimate Alliance 3 a little bit. Just very intriguing.
Oh.
That they brought that back.
Hell
out
yeah.
of the brink.
Yeah, Marvel's really stepping up its games.
Yeah, that's like their big thing recently. Is they're all like, we need to make games because they are fun and they make lots of money. And then they made Spider-Man, and then that did well. And now they're like, more games.
You'd think
And
they
that's
just
where the
take
whole
their
Iron Man thing came from.
you'd think they just take their MCU money and just call it a day, but they're like,
Yeah.
nah, we're gonna
It's
make
weird thinking about it though, because like Marvel's going with like a bunch of different console exclusives. Spider-Man was only on PS4. Ultimate Alliance 3 is only on Switch. Like, what's up with that?
Well, that's cool because they're like they got fans who have Switches, they have fans who have PS4s.
So I was reading. Before we started the podcast, I was reading Game Informer. They had their cover story was on Ultimate Alliance 3, and they talked to Marvel. Wanted to make a game. They wanted to make Ultimate Alliance 3, but they had no clue who to like source it out to and what console it was going to be on. And before the Switch came out, Nintendo approached them with the whole, the basically sales pitch for the Switch, and they're like, "Yes, you shall take Ultimate Alliance 3 and you shall make it." And yeah. So that's where it all came from. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Ultimate Alliance 3 has always been a co-op game, so it makes sense it
That's
would be on a co-op console
But
of
the
sorts.
Square Enix game is gonna be multiplayer. I think it's gonna be like versus.
Online
Oh yeah.
game service, which
Don't they already have like a Marvel like online game or something?
Yeah, I think they do.
tried to do what DC did with DC Universe Online, but it just never worked. Like nobody got into it.
Did DC Universe Online even have like that impressive of a player base?
Yeah, I thought
yes,
a lot of people played
and
that.
somehow it still exists today. I
Oh,
don't
really?
know how or why,
All right,
but it
well,
does.
I ate my words.
I feel like the Marvel one is just like a half-assed attempt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's-
that
They
was-
really
I
didn't
think
put love into it.
That
Now
was
I think
Marvel
about
games in a nutshell. Kind of
Yeah.
before Spider-Man PS4, we had Ultimate Alliance 1, 2, some like pretty okay.
we
X-Men
had
games.
movie video games such as the Incredible Hulk video game for the 2008 Hulk movie. We
Great-
had
great game.
the
great
Iron
game.
Man game for 2008 Iron Man movie, which I love near and dear to my heart. I just want a good Iron Man game. Like, give me Spider-Man PS4 level Iron Man game, and I will
Didn't you
just
say there's an Iron Man VR game?
yes, but that's not like Spider-Man. So, I mean, I will gladly get an Iron Man VR game.
VR games are
because
still in
that's-
their like early phase where
Yeah.
they're kind of gimmicky right now.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
not a
interesting
knock.
too,
That's not
'cause-
a knock to the game, but it's like it's not gonna
Yeah.
be like a fully fleshed out.
I mean, apparently
it's
they're
sort of
making a
getting
big
there.
deal about it. Like, it's not just a shoot type thing
it's
where you're
not.
just moving around. No, like the only gameplay we've seen is of Iron Man flying and shooting at drones.
It looked
the
pretty.
sky.
What I saw looked
But
pretty
they're saying like
rustic.
there's more to it, which is interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm really excited for it. It was totally out of left field. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, but I really am curious if Marvel is willing enough to make a games universe with like Spider-Man PS4. That's the thing too, like Avengers, like the Avengers project, like the Square Avengers game, like if that's tied into it, like that's just crazy in general. Apparently, it's not though, because the art styles are different and the Spider-Man's different.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a games
so
universe
much for that.
isn't out of the question. It's just
Yeah.
I doubt it's gonna be like as expansive as something like the MCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spider-Man game, like I said, like they really set the groundwork for like a games universe, though,
Well, the
because
thing
they're
is,
talking about Silver Sable, like all these,
Yeah.
like all countries, Wakanda, Doctor Strange, like they really were not holding back in the slightest for that game.
a Doctor Strange game would be amazing. I play it.
Like a
I actually like
Guardians,
Doctor Strange.
a Guardians video game.
Whatever
God.
happened to the Guardians Telltale game?
I
It
think
came
was-
out.
It came out. It
Did?
was. Did they cancel a sequel for it?
I mean, Telltale's gone.
Sadly, I just was watching the ending to the final season of The Walking Dead. Pretty serious stuff
I always
happened in
say-
there.
Telltale should not have marketed itself as like video games. It should have marketed itself as something else. Like put Telltale games on Netflix now that you have like the choose your own adventures.
Yeah,
You're right. It would have worked
that's
pretty well on
l-
Netflix.
Yeah, that would do really well.
The problem is when I was like, whenever I'd be on Steam looking for like a new game to play, like I would never look at a Telltale game and be like, I want to play this because I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for a game.
I don't know if you guys ever played the Batman Telltale game, but I played the first episode of the game and it was really good actually. Like it was very surprising.
I
how, like,
watched some of it. I
interesting
didn't play
it was.
it.
Yeah, I think it was like free for one. I was like, oh, I'll just pick this up. It was like the whole season. I'm like, okay, mine. But yeah.
I want an Adam
oh.
West Batman game.
I don't think you could do that though, because he's sadly passed away.
Sadly, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
you could get your Adam West impersonator. There's definitely a few out there.
I'm sure they have
Ooh.
enough clips of him.
Does
He's been
speaking
on
of-
enough episodes of Fairly Odd Parents.
Speaking of Batman, I
Batman.
just thought about this now. Do we think during the Microsoft conference they're going to announce another Arkham-esque game or just another DC Rocksteady game?
I heard
That's fine.
'Cause they
Rocksteady
are
has
working on
DC.
one.
Like, well, isn't it rumored to be like Superman?
That was originally the rumor, but apparently there's another rumor that says it's like another Arkham prequel, but it's made by Rocksteady.
Like in between Origins and Asylum.
I think it's before. I think it's in between Origins and Asylum. I think
Yeah.
it's called the Court. They were saying it's the Court of Owls, which
Oh,
could be pretty
no
interesting.
way. That's one of my favorite Batman comics.
They were saying that, and they were saying a co-op Arkham game, which takes place, I think, probably in the same timeline, or it's the same game. I don't
The
remember.
Court of Owls is one of the best things to come out of.
They
New
could do a
52.
multiplayer co-op Batman Arkham game and do really well, I think, maybe.
Batman and
I don't know.
Robin. See now,
No, do 4-player because you could do Batman, Robin, Nightwing. If
Batgirl.
you're crazy enough, you could do Batgirl, but you would have to place it at a specific time.
Or
That's the only
Alfred.
thing that- Alfred.
I'd play
Alfred.
an Alfred,
Alfred.
game.
Okay, this has nothing to do with video games, and it's very off topic. But Alfred is getting a TV show.
Yes, Pennyworth.
Why?
Why?
Teen Titans Go to
And
the
it's-
Movies made fun of
What
that.
doesn't make sense is it's literally like an old school like spy show. Like there's no DC villain references in it.
Give Alfred his own Arkham game. Let's.
His own Arkham arc. He played a really big role in Origins compared to the other games, I noticed.
Yeah,
But then it was Origins, makes sense. But
was
yeah.
Origins the one where like Bane beat the crap out of him?
that was the one where Bane was young and not swole.
I think in Origins, if I remember, it's been a while since I played Origins, but didn't Bane come to the Batcave and beat up Alfred?
He wrecked the Batcave, but when he got swole by taking drugs, he forgot everything. Like he forgot that Bruce Wayne is Batman and everything. Like it just slipped his mind.
I like
Because that was
Origins.
like the whole. Yeah, it's a shame because like people were mixed on Origins,
Well,
and they're all, multiplayer. Remember that? That was really.
It's just
good,
because
too, I
Origins didn't feel enough like like. I mean, I know it was a prequel, but it didn't feel like they didn't add anything. It was literally just like Arkham City 2.0 with like a worse story.
Everybody was mad because they were selling it as it's not a Joker game, and then surprise, it was a Joker game the whole time.
Yeah, but I
which
mean,
pissed
come
off
on.
people.
Like, Joker is like the main Arkham antagonist.
I was so City surprised me so much they just killed him off, but he was still in Night, which satisfied me a little bit because I'm like,
It
he
wasn't.
wasn't in it, but he was just like the lingering.
I
you
felt
know,
like
he was
his
still
role in
around.
it, and I know some people are like feel like it was shoehorned, but I felt like it worked.
No, it worked really well. You know.
All right. Going back to back to
It's actually
our actual topic. Yeah. So do we have any like closing thoughts here about E3?
I'm
looking
excited.
forward to it. Yeah,
No Man's Sky 2.
they just
Yeah.
released that.
Yeah, that's No
I'm
Man's Sky.
excited
Next
to-
is No Man's Sky 2.
I'm excited to actually see what the new Animal Crossing is. That should be good.
That is
yeah,
true.
Animal
They should be
Crossing.
showing that off.
I think it's gonna be a
What if they
hotel.
just don't?
The direct is just Sakurai sitting in a chair for 40 minutes.
I
or
want it.
however
I
long
want
the
it
direct is.
recorded right here that I'm predicting the next Animal Crossing game. You're gonna run a resort, a tropical resort.
I see it.
I could believe that.
That
Yeah,
would
I
be
can
like
believe it.
Tomodachi Life.
Why can't they make My Sims again? I know I'm odd, but I'd kill.
Is that the Sim Village one?
No. I don't know. It was on the DS. This was like the DS games I played when I was a kid. It was The Sims, but like toned down, so there was like no like drug or drinking or sexual themes or anything like that. It was like toned down Sims. It
What
was
do you mean?
babyish,
Like
but I loved it.
I don't know what Sims you were playing. I never really played like.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never played Sims, but I've seen like YouTube videos. Of, like,
I didn't
there's,
really
like,
play any
drinking and
Sims where
stuff.
like I was fucking Gatsby.
Unless you download the Ultra Violence mod.
Yeah, you gotta play Sims with Dustin.
Yeah, go if you're watching this for some reason, go subscribe to Hyper Simmer. He's a good friend. He's a good friend of ours.
No,
Great
he
channel.
changed his name to Hyper Gamer.
Hyper Gamer. Go subscribe.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, big shout out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
closing thoughts. Any last words? Speak now,
Gamer.
forever hold your peace.
Gamer school.
Gamer.
All right.
That's it.
That's a wrap. All right.
Yeah.
Fun talking to you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on your very official podcast.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
is actually very official. I sensed some sarcasm there, but it is really official. So, all right.
Yeah.
Goodbye, all.
Where's the moon?
See ya.
Yeah, where's the moon? Moon. 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 Moon.